You're listening to the 3 Pixels Tech Gaming and Movie Podcast, bonus episode presented and edited by me, Ben Ridley. So I recently took a holiday to America, visiting my girlfriend, and I happened to be in Seattle. Now, anyone who follows Amazon knows that they've recently opened a special store in Seattle, and I, of course, had to take a visit. Now, the special thing about this store is that there are no checkouts, there are no checkout operators, there is no scanning involved. You simply scan your app on your way in, pick up whatever goods you need, and then walk out of the store. I know it sounds crazy, it sounds like shoplifting and something out of a sci-fi movie, but it is real, and it's in Seattle. And I had to just try it out for myself.
Okay, so it's time to go inside the Amazon Go store for the first time. We have the app ready with a barcode, and we're just going to literally scan it on the reader.
Okay, so I apologize for the really poor audio quality. This was impromptu, recorded on my phone, so it will not be perfect, and I might have a habit of picking up local accents, so apologies for the slight American and British accent mixing in there.
It's odd, there's like a line to get into the store for a store this. And people crazily trying to download the app. There we go, we just scan and we're in the store. And it's just like a usual store. There's food, there's drink, there's stuff. But there's lots of people. There's lots and lots of people.
I mean, I don't know what I was expecting, but this is just like a normal convenience store in the US. There's lots of people, there's lots of food, and yes, copyrighted music playing through the speakers.
So the really crazy thing is that to make this work, Amazon are about to make their own produce. They make sandwiches, they make salads, they make lots of things. And I'm actually going to get lunch. This is what the whole exercise has been here, is for me to get a lunch in a store of the future. It's really interesting how the store can cope with so many people. This store is rammed with people.
Amazon aren't really giving much information on how the stores work, how they track you. But if you look up into the ceilings of the store, you can get a glimpse to the amount of tech required.
Darby.
That's my girlfriend, unknowingly making an appearance in the podcast.
If you look up, you can see all the sensors. Can you see all the cameras?
Oh, yeah.
They're all tracking everyone. That's how it all works.
Ooh.
They're everywhere.
This is so Black Mirror.
Yeah. Darby's right. This is very Black Mirror.
There are sensors and cameras everywhere throughout the ceiling. The whole place is littered with sensors. And they're needed, and they seem to work pretty well, even with a full store of people doing all kinds of things, picking up all kinds of items, and in large groups. It must be a nightmare, but it seemed to do the job, and it was very impressive seeing all those people in the store. And it's not a big store, but you were bumping into people all over the place, and from my impression, it was working flawlessly.
There are other maker sandwiches and food available, of course, all the stuff you'd expect to see, but I mean, come on, we're in an Amazon store. I want something Amazon branded, right? That's the whole point of being here. And that's it. You want the sandwich, I pick it up, put it in the bag, and that's technically now in my cart without me having to actually do anything. So Amazon are really taking this quite seriously. They're doing meal kits. They're doing things that you'd expect big grocery chains to offer. In the UK, Tesco's have started offering it, and there are actually companies set up doing meal kits to help people cook better and eat better for easier.
This is actually a really important point that PassBen is not really making that well. This is a serious move for Amazon. This is not them saying, hey, look what we can do. This is likely showing what they are going to do in future stores. They bought out not that long ago Whole Foods, a big American food chain in the US with some stores here in the UK as well. And I would expect that this technology will eventually roll out into those kind of stores. And the fact that they're offering these meal kits, offering their own products as well in the stores, shows that they are expected to be quite a big player in the supermarket, convenience store market for the foreseeable future.
So it's time to get a drink, and then we'll pretty much be ready to go. Leave the store without meeting a checkout cashier. As much as I'm a technology person and this should be the most right thing in the world, it feels a little weird. I feel like I'm doing something wrong here, but this is the way it goes. You just walk out.
Yes, when you're ready with your shopping and you've got all your stuff in your bag, you walk out the same barriers that you entered, and that's it. You don't make contact with anyone to discuss what you've made. There's no checking. There's no nothing. You just walk out the store as if you've just stolen all those items that you've shoved in your bag. Just to note that there is an alcohol section, and the way this works for anyone curious, there is a member of staff in that area that checks your ID when you walk into that area where there is alcohol for you to pick up off the shelf. And then obviously they can make sure that you are of legal age, which in the US is 21. So anyone wondering, that's how that works.
And there we have it. We are now leaving the store. And we have just done the Amazon Go experience. That is it.
Admittedly, it did take a little bit of waiting for the receipt to come through. 25 minutes to be exact. Sure enough, we had the receipt of all the goods we had just purchased.
The receipt is on the app, and we viewed it. Both my girlfriend and I went in and got separate things together. We both interacted with each other, looked at some things we got, and it didn't get confused once. It got them right. It charged us correctly. There was no problems at all. So from a technology point of view, that's pretty outstanding. I even picked things up and put them back on the shelf a few times, not on purpose, but actually it was kind of a good test as well. And it didn't mess up. It got it right. Pretty impressive.
Pretty impressive is right, and sums up how I feel about the Amazon Go store. It is a great concept, and it was interesting to experience it firsthand and see possibly a taste of what the future could hold for shopping in person. Is this perfect? No, of course not. It is very, very close for something that is a first shot into a new technology. But only time will tell whether this kind of technology works in stores nationwide or maybe even one day worldwide. Thank you for listening to this special edition of the 3 Pixels podcast, something a little bit different. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to get in contact with me in the usual ways. Let me know what you think of the Amazon Go store. Is this something you believe could be the future, or just a gimmick for us tech-savvy fans? You can get in touch, hello@the3pixels.com, visit our website, the3pixels.com, or give us a shout on Twitter @3pixelspod. And with that, I'll see you guys on the next episode. Adios! You've been listening to the 3 Pixels podcast, a production by Ben Ridley, music provided by Epidemic Sound, and exec produced by Abrupt Audio. With that, thank you for listening. We'll see you next time. Good night.